Good evening. Welcome to an atypical Tuesday stream because I have commitments this weekend. Doing an extra stream during the week and try to make up for the lack of weekend streams that will happen. And as typical for a Tuesday stream, I'm gonna try to kick it back a little bit and relax a little bit. Play something that perhaps doesn't require too much hands-on, like this game here. Roboquest. It's a first-person shooter roguelike developed by Rise Up Studios. Currently in early access, but it's supposed to have their version 1.0 release sometime this year. So, have been playing this for a little bit. Actually, started playing not too long ago. Just kind of really got into it, just like super hard. So I decided, hey, why not take a look at it? Because it's pretty rad. You know, look at this visual style here. It kind of reminds me of Borderlands with the more slightly thicker black outlines and the more stylized look it has to it. And the plot, as it stands right now, is that it's currently like a Mad Max style future, and you're playing as a robot that was found by this girl named Max here, and you're trying to find your way towards. You're on a quest to stop some evil robots and try to give humanity a fighting chance and stuff. And now, like any roguelite, it has sort of things like a upgrades tree here where you can improve future runs in various ways, like getting more starting choices of starting weapons, or other starting supplies, or improving stuff you can find on a run. For the most part, the number of upgrades you could get here that like directly enhance your character is a lot more limited than usually is in roguelites like these. Most of the stuff usually kind of helps smooth things out through your run. It doesn't really improve your combat performance directly. As I said, some of them do. Like over here, you might have seen the default yellow robot, but that's not the only one you can play as. You can also pick other classes, as they call them here. Like the Commando, or the Guardian, is the one you see on the cover and all the pictures. The first one you unlock has a shield that lets you jump into the thick of things for a little bit. And you have other characters here, like the ones I have unlocked, the Recon, which is more of a stealth class, and then Commando here, which is more offensive, shoots rockets and stuff. And as you go through the game, you can also pick between a few gadgets, which either give you like passive abilities, or maybe enhances your character, giving you like another sort of ability, like say a crouch super jump, or give you a chance to drop weapons, increase your pickup range, or increase your defense. So, without further ado, we start a run here. Oh yeah, you can also select difficulties. So, yeah, right now you have Discovery, which is kind of like the beginner. You have Easy, Standard, and Heroes, which is like hard mode. So, I've cleared it on the first two difficulties. Maybe we can try a standard run. Perhaps if this doesn't work out, I can dial it down for a run, but yeah, look at that. You're just on a road trip. Alright. That's how it feels like sometimes. Oh. Now, we're just right into it. So you do start out in a room where you kind of get it's a little bit of a calm before the storm, as it were. You see here, you got a double jump. You start out with a little pistol, which is actually a pretty decent weapon, but you're gonna find like much better stuff later on. You can hear this theme here. This game does employ a dynamic soundtrack, so right now you're in this room where nothing's happening, so the theme's kind of like in the warm-up phase. You can see, you can hear it just like starting to wind up. It's gonna keep winding up as we go through. Wait for here. So, like I said, you can pick between another weapon to start with. That does follow modern FPS conventions. You can only have up to 2 weapons. You can only hold 2 weapons at a time, unless you have a specific upgrade at hand. As for me, I like my automatics, so we're just gonna do an automatic and listen to the theme once this door opens. Yeah, you can hear that. The beat drops and it's like, all right, the main melody starts. Now we're into it. So this is an FPS-ass FPS. You're kind of just shoot robots, run through the corridor, and continue shooting robots. I think I alluded this to already, but each class also does have like a kind of a signature ability that they can use. So the one I'm using right now, the Commando, has a rocket, which is burst damage. Other classes, like I said before, some of them have a stealth mode, the other one has a shield, and there's 2 other characters I have not unlocked yet. I'm curious as to how they operate. Occasionally you'll have like side paths that you can explore, but for the most part, the direction you need to go is pretty clear. That said, it's worth exploring the side paths like this one here, this purple area. We usually have some sort of platforming challenge for you. Area 1 is going to be pretty easy, but as you get in later, they're going to be a bit harder. And going through them usually gets you wrenches, which you can use to unlock upgrades on the upgrade tree, and the choice between a weapon and a power cell, provided you have the right upgrades. At first, you can only pick between a weapon or choose not to take the weapon, but as you get on later, choices expand. Yeah, another part of the game, you have these those enemies riding on the rails. They're like little slimes. You gotta defeat them as fast as possible, get ourselves a health restoration bonus and extra experience. Oh, I leveled up. Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Like any good roguelike, you level up, and once you can pick between a perk, right? A little upgrade for your character this run. Oh, I like shooting rockets, so I'm just gonna get Rocket Mag. I can hold up to 2 rockets, and my rockets reload more quickly. So now we hit another like set break area, as you can see the timer on the top right has paused, and now we have a couple of shops open to us. We can either, you can choose to pick up more weapons if we want, or too bad I don't have enough power cells. That's like the currency that you use in the run to purchase things like this upgrade here, but I don't have enough for that. Also get a health restore bot and a chest that can let you let you pick between like one of a few things. You can either just get a cell, or you can pick a weapon or an upgrade, depending what they have. I think sorry, this game kind of heavily encourages going real fast. I don't know if crouching to improve accuracy is that useful. Alright, go for boombox. This chainsaw is a melee weapon, and well, later on, melee is pretty heavily discouraged. So, yeah, there are a lot of weapons in this game. So, you saw the pistol, you saw the assault rifle. There's a wide variety of them. You got the dual SMGs. I know I'm picking all like the boring ass weapons, but they got a couple more slightly more far out concepts. You might have seen the cryo launcher before. There was also a mortar. There was that chainsaw. I'm using my rocket more often. Sometimes weapons have a secondary fire that you can use. Weapons also have color-coded rarities. They use the WoW colors, so nothing out of the ordinary there. Rarities, for the most part, determine how far you can level up your weapons. So you can see on the right there which weapon has a level and the level kind of determines how much damage it does, and among other things. The first area, for the most part, if you know how to circle strafe, you can usually get by okay. I suddenly forgot how to circle strafe, so that's why I'm getting my butt kicked handily. I'm like down to half health already. Thankfully, robots do drop like green orbs that will help heal you up. So it's another reason to kind of be aggressive in your approach, because as you may expect, the green orbs do disappear over time. So if you're kind of just sitting back and plinking enemies from afar, you're not going to be able to, you know, get a hold of all that good healing. Whew, alright. This is the next area, and that's it. Stage complete. But yeah, at the end of each stage, you are rated on 2 factors: XP, which is essentially enemies killed, so if you kill every enemy, you're probably going to get a good rating on that. And then time is the other one, so there's your other reason to go fast, because you want to get a high rating on time. And depending on your overall rank you'll get some extra wrenches for base upgrades and power cells for purchases you can make during a run. As you expect from a video game, highest rank is S, so A rank is still good though. Yep. Depending on who you talk to, people might complain, why did you get just an S? Why is it not an S+? Anyways, we're here in Area 2. You can see here, this area's got a couple more vendors. Ooh. That's an awfully tempting weapon to pick up. Maybe I should pick it up. Yeah, I'll do that. Short range flamethrower. It's a flamethrower. Nothing too surprising about that. Oh, I do have an upgrade I can pick from. Let's see what here. We'll go with increases weapons ammo by 25%, energy gauge by 15%. So yeah, there are two ammo types, as it were, in this game too, that basically just determine meters. You're probably familiar with them, right? One of them's the magazine style, hey, there's so many bullets in this mag, and once you run out, you just gotta reload manually. And then the other one's the energy type, where there's a certain energy cap, and if you reach 100%, your weapon overheats, and then you gotta cool it down. So thankfully, you can also choose to manually cool off your weapon if you're just waiting. Dice. Dude, if it's a die, if it's 1, then it's a die. It's not. Dice is a plural. Something Dicey Dungeons also needs to learn. We'll get one. We'll get it anyway, cause hey, reroll might be useful. Yeah, coffee mug reduces alt fire cooldown by 20%. Yeah, I only have one gun that has an alt fire right now. Yeah. I guess I should also mention, guns have unlimited ammo, so you don't have to worry about scavenging for that. So yeah, the first time you reach an area, Max will usually have something plot related to say, but subsequent times, Max will just say a line, kind of get you hyped up, I suppose. You see here, we're out in battle, so the music's picking up. Like, yeah, get ready, and oh man, I forgot about the robot. I don't think I'm gonna. Oh god, I didn't reach it. Dang it. This is what I get for waddling. Ow. Just so I step better. There we go. I'm curious, what is this other weapon here? Arquebus. Eh, not a fan. Oh. Yeah, you can see the inspiration here. You see the the sound effects kind of coming off the gun there, and again the self-shaded style, the more stylized look. It's a very comic booky feel. I would say I wouldn't be surprised if Borderlands was something of an inspiration for this for the kind of the way this game looks. I guess that extends to the setting as well, since it's like a lot of desert punk and like at least Borderlands 1 was like pretty heavily desert themed as well. Yeah, I got that one. There are status effects in this game, so depending on what you get, sometimes you have things like hacked, which reverses your controls. There's other ones like freeze, which kind of renders you immobile, stun, which also renders you immobile, burned, which causes some damage over time, among others. Occasionally run into some big enemies like that one, which give you a whole bunch of stuff when defeated. Up here, Bubble Splasher. It's level 1 though, not a fan. Never seals in another purple area. About to approach another platforming challenge. Slightly more substantial platforming challenge. Ow. It's just platforming. I don't know why I screwed that up. Then again, platforming in first-person shooters can be a bear sometimes. It's a melee weapon. I'll just get the power cell. Another fun part about those purple rooms, they got the yellow trampolines that just blast you right back out and let you hit the ground running. Because, hey, when you're being rated on time, probably useful to have a way to get right back into the action, huh? Yeah, this game really heavily encourages aggression, which is kind of fun because aggressive is kind of like my play style. This game speaks to me in a way. Running up to an enemy's face and just giving them the old flamethrower is pretty fun. Ow. I should have sidestepped. I don't know why I was staying in one place. Let that laser hit me in the face. It's the easiest to dodge laser in the world. Let myself get hit by it. It's gonna take me longer to get back to full health. Yeah, I think this is the one spot where I would probably need like the high jump module. Should probably grab that next time. Sawed-offs. There's 2 of them. But have one close range, mid-range weapon. I think that's as much I want to fiddle with, sort of not long range. And give this giant caterpillar. I wonder if this. This goes to show how much I perhaps looked at the periphery of this game. I don't know if this game has like some sort of bestiary or not. Would be nice to know what that thing is. It's like a larva. Feels like a larva. Ow. Thankfully, with stunned, there's a way to end the stun state early. You can put the right sequence. It's not as bad as some of the others are, though. That split second of staying still could still do yin. And still have 2 blue quality weapons I will stick with. Oh, I have a new perk. What should I get? Ooh, effects generating fury also generate a mini. Oh, yeah, that's the other mechanic this commando class has. It's fury every time you use your missiles or kill an enemy. Generate some fury, and your fury improves your movement speed and your damage, but it does decay over time, so yet another reason to go for aggressive strategy. Okay, now I'm lost. I could have sworn. I know this game, I said this game kind of has a more corridor-like approach. And now, explicitly proving that that is not the case. Yeah. But hey, I think I found my way forward. Thankfully, the map is nice to let you know what you haven't explored yet. Need you to stop shooting me in the face. I'm running out of health. Whew, alright. A reprieve, a little health restoration. More green weapons, what do you have? 10% damage against bosses. Yeah, maybe I'll pick that up. Let's check, systems check. Okay, you look ready, buddy. I have here a barrel cannon. I wonder if it's like a gun that shoots barrels, or the barrel just like is a reference to the end here. Oh, I also like how it says blam on the gun. Gives a bit of what is that style called? Why am I blanking so hard on it now? The Mad Max style. There's a it's called something punk. We'll say desert punk, but I don't think that's like wholly accurate. Is it desert punk? Anyways, all that stuff is kind of on the periphery anyway. It's not like they show you the rest of humanity. The one human you encounter is relatively normally dressed. At the very least, they don't look like a Mad Max protagonist. Another fun thing I think I did not mention yet is that a weapon that you've stowed away will automatically reload over time, so fun thing to do if you manage to get 2 good weapons is when one overloads or runs out of ammo, you just swap the other one in and just keep firing with reckless impunity. Over here, what? Tommy gun. Some things never change, right? Sometimes you just gotta have that style of weapon that just looks totally rad, like the weapon with the circular drum for a magazine. Ouch. That was a really bad rocket shot. I can't even pretend to have any excuses. I just was not timing that well. Sheriff's carbine, eh. Again, not blue quality. Came out there relatively better. Oh, a head bonk. I guess this is another thing I should mention. You do get to, you have the Mario style jump ability. If you jump on top of an enemy, you can damage them. And in this case, they call him a head bonk. And I guess if you head bonk this one here, you mark enemies, which is something of a status effect, which causes them to take more damage. In any case, we're kind of approaching a boss here. As you can listen here, the music's changed. Slightly different theme, and the door also has a different symbol associated with it, and you can see the map kind of stops there, so you know something big's about to go down. Getting a good boss, get a quick cutscene and its name, and then it's right into the fight. Another reason why I think Borderlands might have had some influence with this game, kind of. The introduction style they have reminds me a lot of Borderlands, and ooh, forgot about the shockwaves. Ouch. Yeah, not doing well. Oh man. Okay, you can stop shooting those balls now. Goodness gracious, great balls of electricity. Oop, there it goes again. On its own. Going down the only road it's ever known. Like a drifter, it was born to walk alone. Or drill alone, I guess, in this case. Uh-oh, more shockwaves. More shockwaves! It's gonna charge. Every time it goes to the center, it's just gonna launch shockwaves, so... It's like pretty telegraphed in that regard. Uh-oh. One more hit like this and I'm gonna be done. Up. Man, ouch. That's another good thing about this game. Runs are, at least they feel quick, right? If you eat it early, then it doesn't quite feel too bad because you didn't invest too much time into it. In case I don't know if 11 wrenches will get me anything. Or affixes of higher rarity. So, another roguelike convention, all the weapons you have can have different affixes or properties associated with them, which kind of change bits and pieces about either your character or the environment or the way it handles, and sometimes some of them are good and some of them not so good. They are also colored, like the weapons themselves are in WoW colors, so an idea of what's good and what isn't. Yeah, a meter on the side here kind of indicates how close you are to unlocking the next tier of skills. Fortunately, there's no number, so you can't determine it that way, but you know, as long as you're throwing stuff into upgrades, you should be fine. We just dialed the difficulty down to easy. Easy really isn't too easy. It still requires a bit of care because you can find yourself downed in short order. You just get a little bit more leeway. You know, if you get hit a few times, it's not the end like it is in standard. Up here, burn damage or cryo launcher. Flare gun, or just a shotgun. Sake of stream, why don't we pick up a unique weapon, the cryo launcher. It's a green weapon, but that's fine. I'm also playing on easy. Always gotta time that door opening, make it match the beat. That's it. The game's pretty good at also making sure the transition to the like level theme is smooth as well. See here, our trek to the canyon is slightly different. I think store page said they would make use of predetermined and somewhat randomized pieces to kind of piece together a level. I think it's doing pretty well so far. You can determine it's pretty easy to. It like feels natural, right? It doesn't feel too cobbled together. Ah, this is a purple chainsaw. I'll hold on to it for now. We can have some fun with it. That's a funny reload animation. Just crank that handle a few times. I have to assume it's an electric chainsaw, right? That's got to be like a yeah. It says dynamo, so like it's like you're just recharging it, and no matter how much of that chainsaw you use, it's just three cranks gets it back up. Always got to crank that chainsaw. Good go. Rip and tear. Might hang on this for a bit. Since we're in Area 1, the enemies will be more manageable. Rise. Every 2-second critical damage reduces rocket cooldown by 10%. Yeah, sure, why not? Dumper. This is basically a grenade launcher. Fortunately, I don't have enough cells to pick it up since I spent it all on the other one. Scratch rifle. Should I get a... Nah, I don't need that. I haven't quite finished having my fun with the cryo launcher just yet. I'll stick with that. And stick with... Ooh, wait, I have a perk here. Should I pick up? We'll go with... Ooh, I can reroll. So you don't start with rerolls, but you do get upgrades that will let you reroll your upgrade selections a certain number of times. Here's the interesting one, Hot Potato. Your weapon damage is increased, but your weapon slots is reduced. And every 4 seconds, reloading a magazine weapon throws it, dealing 75 explosive damage. This makes all your weapons act as if they were developed by TD. Boop. Hello, Zoran Fox, and welcome. I love boops, especially when they come from pets, right? When a pet kind of comes and just like hits you with their snout, like, oh, okay, I'll go and pay attention to ya. I'll give you some little love. All right, what do you need? Cuddle with them, feed them, whatever they want at the moment, right? Just gotta tend to them. I'll do. Assume it's how am I doing? I'm doing pretty well. Doing a special Tuesday stream because I'm gonna be doing other things this weekend. How are you? Like burn damage. I'll pick up burn damage. I should have picked up cryo since I had a cryo weapon. Then again, I could swap out the cryo weapon, so I think I'll be okay for now. Oop. That was an explosive thing. I shouldn't have melee'd the explosive thing. Chainsaw reloads feel like pretty quick, all things considered. Maybe I'll swap out for dual crossbows. Yeah! Diablo 3, eat your heart out. It's like a different version of dual pistols, except the projectiles do ricochet a little bit. Question for me. Depending on what the question is, I may or may not answer it. Just keep that in mind. want to partner to cause chaos and arson with? You mean like in-game, or...? I know this game does have a co-op mode. I'm just playing single player for now. In-game. Maybe not tonight, but I would not. If I do another stream of this, I might give co-op a look. But yeah, this game seems like the kind of one that's pretty well conductive for co-op, the way it is. Oh man, I think I just missed the S target. I saw the meter on the side just tick down the S A right before I hit that door. Man, it's one thing I do like about this game. They have the meters on the side, kind of let you know how what your current rating stands if you manage to finish the level right at that point, or XP in time. So you can get an idea of if you need to seek out more enemies or if you just need to hoof it super fast to the end. But in A rank, it's still a very good rank, so can move on to the next area. And this music during the loading screens is just ever so amusing. It's like got that road trip feel to it. Yeah, we're just cruising along the ruins of Earth, searching answers. Healing cell duration. And yeah, let's pick that up. Don't mean healing, but we'll get it anyway. We have here pickle jar. Oh, just fully restores our health. That's it. I don't need that right now. Shotgun. And I like my current loadout as it is, so we'll stick with that. So this fella here can upgrade the weapons you have. Give them cells and they'll level them up. You can see your weapon does a little bit more damage now. It said depending on the rarity they are capped, and the cell cost for upgrading the weapons also goes up depending on rarity. Yeah, so music once again, kicking it into high gear because we're in it. We're in it to win it. Oh, I realized I have a level up as well. Alright, once I clear out this current crew, I will get that level up handled. Oh. Hey, there you are. Thought you could try to sneak attack me, huh? Think again. Elemental damage instantly executes enemies with less than 8% health remaining. Or I could boost my elemental damage, or I could just increase my reload speed and movement speed. Since I do, most of the time I do like weapon swap, maybe I'll just do with a vaporize. I do like my upgrades, which lets me insta-kill enemies below a certain point. Although this one is kind of like a conditional insta-kill. It's close enough, right? Oh yeah! Goomba stomp you. You're huge. That must mean you have huge guts. Rip and tear. Uh-oh. Alright, I'll be back for you later. I think they're following me, actually. Alright, what is this one? Light machine gun. I imagine hearing that in like a Metal Slug announcer's voice. Light machine gun. Uh-oh. There's another robot over there. Go ahead and... Ow. Yeah, it's a slightly longer reload, so... Alright, I wanted to back down this path. Although that being said, the way it is, I won't be surprised. This is once again the high jump spot. Once again, I did not take my high jump ability. Yeah, he did. Oh, thanks for the follow, Femboy Sniffer. Man, you know what? Not surprising you followed me. Ah, alright. It does remind me of that meme that was going around not too long ago. I think it was like boy smell, or just the script was all about someone going cuckoo over smelling a boy. Not too much beyond that. Oh yeah, throwing knives. Amongst all the high-tech weaponry you have here, you also have a good old throwing knife. I guess Tommy gun would also be another anachronistic thing, but even that looked, you know, somewhat futuristic. Yeah, look at this platforming challenge. Not a problem, except I really smacked into that laser, so maybe a little bit of a problem, but... Oh, whoops. Oh. I guess I learned how to just drop a weapon. It's the F key, just like that. It is nice that they put in pause spots at moments like here, so you need to take a moment to decide if you just need to sell, if you really need that weapon. You can just wait. And once you're ready, just jump into turbo yellow jump pad, just get right back into the action. Can't stop, just go. I can also appreciate that each weapon has a different icon on the map. Also in like your HUD. Just make it fairly easy to determine what it is. Imagine, you know, you play along enough, you probably start identifying that kind of stuff. Oops, I dropped it again. I didn't want to do that. I want to press H. Here we go. Oh, hey, more mini missiles. Or I could increase my weapons and shorty damage by 35% against enemies within 7 meters. Since I'm kind of doing the melee thing to begin with, why not? Point blank. Let's do it. This chainsaw even chainsaw-ier. Close enough. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? Grandma shotgun. You know, just like Grandma used to make. This is swinging back around, but hey, there's enemies here. That makes it worth looking at. Alright, moving on. It would really be faster for me to just press R, but I kind of just like swapping weapons and seeing the color kind of fill to indicate how far it is on reloads. Okay, this is actually kind of fun. Just running up to enemies and giving them the old what for. Maybe I should have picked up that other perk that lets me heal when I have Fury. There we go, let's kick their ass. Commando's just a perpetual state of thoughtful. They always have Fury. Well, when they're in combat. When they're outside of combat, well, that's different. Oh man. I have a green weapon here, but it's one that I like. But I kind of like my light machine gun also. 10% against turrets, sure, why not? I don't know why it's a rake. Why is it a rake that increases my damage against turrets? Probably like a reference there that I'm missing. Alright, okay, so let's let's upgrade this chainsaw, why don't we? Get even chainsawier. Shock rifle. Yeah. Green weapon. So occasionally you do get combat rooms like these. They've shown up a few times already, but they're pretty straightforward. Like the rest of the run, you just keep destroying enemies, and that red meter will go down as you damage things. And once it's depleted, which usually indicates that every enemy is killed, and get to exit the room and move on with the level. Oh man, I am cutting things down here. Boom, boom, boom. There's another one. One more here. Alright. Moving on. Oh, I think I got him. Alright. Missile Gatling. Maybe if I get it next run. I get this? Yeah, swap. Fire rate by 30%. I can swap to my machine gun and just let loose. Oh, hey you, Diggy Mole. Guess what? I'm back. Ready to take my revenge for what you did to me last time. Oh, jeez. Going up to his face, maybe not the best idea. Hey, that's why I'm packing on a ranged weapon, right? Blaster thing. Too bad this is a last run where I could do 10% extra damage to bosses. Oh, there we go again. Boom. We're gonna get to move on. Let's pick an upgrade real quick. The enemies within 7 meters increases armor by 10%. It's not too much. Maybe we'll just go with size matters. Being able to fire my weapon for longer. It's usually helpful. Another rank A. Not exactly a speedrun master. Still surprised I managed to get like S rank for a couple of levels here. In any case, now we've cleared Area 1, we'll get a short cutscene here. We also got a cutscene at the start of the game, kind of shows you how these two got together. Your robot man grabs a core from the boss, brings it back to Max, and Max is like, yeah, let's analyze this. The core is like, you're maggots, because that's what we say when we don't like humans, we call you maggots. We can also call you insects or vermin. In any case, Max kind of fiddles with it a bit more, gets a new location, so it's off. They're off. They find themselves at a facility. Open sesame. To their shock, it works. Weird. Didn't know doors in the future were powered by Aladdin. Or Cave of Wonders, I should say. Alright, now I got to look up the origins of Open Sesame so I can know the specifics of it. Alright. Back to the passive themes. The first time you enter an area, you'll see the statistic and kind of like between the wrenches and the power cells. That's the data pads you can find in the level. They usually have like bits and pieces of lore. I have not checked the data logs myself, but the one gameplay benefit they confer is that they give you 5 wrenches like right off the gate, so you are encouraged to try to find them when you can. Ah man, reload speed, but I only have two cells, so I can't get that. First, you got the hang of it now, buddy. Oh, thanks. Alright, what do you got for me here? We don't get 15 bonus movement speed. This Assault Sentry deploys a combat turret lasting 15 seconds. Just a green weapon, though, so I'll just get the cells. We have here missile. Oh, a blue missile Gatling. Okay, so this also confirms one of the other questions I have about this game. How many times does a weapon appear during a run? Looks like it can be more than one, so that's good to know. I wonder if I should swap out my machine gun for this, because projectiles here are home. That said, there's no elemental damage, so yeah, we'll stick with this, because I do know I have that one upgrade that lets me insta-kill enemies below a certain amount, so I'll just stick with that for now. Alright. Just like before, we gotta wait for an appropriate spot for a drop. It's gonna happen very soon. Get ready for it. Now. Yeah! I love myself a good musical, well-timed musical moment. Yeah, this area starts introducing enemies that kind of discourage a more reckless kind of jump in there style. And there's those little things on the ground that I've been shooting. They're kind of like turrets that, well, you're not paying attention. You might miss them, but if you get close, they'll open up and blast you pretty well. They deal a substantial amount of damage. It's like enough to make you reconsider running in blind. Oh, ouch. Okay, I kind of got hung up on that rail for a bit. Easy to break line of sight with those folks. A scratch rifle. It's like basically your desert punk cobbled together assault rifle. At the very least, they didn't just call it AK-47 like these games usually do. All the guns to like not get renamed. It's usually AK-47. I wonder if it's because like it's been used so much in media that they don't try to dress it up any way or another. It's like, yeah, you know what an AK-47 looks like. Here it is. Do as you will with it. Blast this little sneaky fool there. And you can see it here. Enemies with slightly larger ranges of attacks maybe sneakier methods or ones that just happen to hit harder. I have to put a bit more consideration in later levels, and yeah, as you can see here, a later platforming challenge, so it's a bit more involved, thankfully. Nothing too hard if you manage to get the timing down. I like how this gun is just called the long rifle. It's like a long-range sniper. Just take the cells and move on. Just power our way back. Cut everything down. Oop. So yeah, the biggie enemy in this place takes form of a airship like Delio. Ooh, upgrade. I'll take care of that soon. That one's an interesting enemy, right? When it does its lasers, it's like trying to discourage you from sidestepping this, which you would normally do with these other enemies here. Oh, laser saw. That's like basically the Ripper from Unreal Tournament. I don't remember the Ripper. Yeah, that was like only in Unreal Tournament 1. And I don't know, it was kind of a... I thought it was an interesting weapon, but I guess many people didn't like it because it never returned for any subsequent game. For some reason the Bio Rifle did. Bio Rifle of all things, and I don't think that's like a well-liked weapon either. As people just hated the Ripper more. I want Blast Palms. You can get your Zenyatta on if you want. But I think I will take another cell. Well, whatever, I should upgrade my chainsaw some more. Yeah, why not? I think that lets it kill fast, right? Since I don't have bare hands and I need to kill fast and sometimes bullets too slow, chainsaw is the next best thing, I guess. Alright, gotta wait for it, wait for it. Now. Some explosives to the face. Ah, wait, where is it? There you are. Ah, no, I didn't get it. Okay, I got it. Ouch. Too busy chainsawing it, and notice this beam fur here. Ah, there you are. Chainsaw to the face. Like Doom, you don't get a graphic depiction of the robot getting chainsawed, but I guess that's for the better. Wouldn't have made a difference anyway. I think I'm getting a little too heady for my own good. Hang back for now. Okay. Alright. Keep moving. Into the combat zone. That was a weapon. I'll take a look at it later. Alright, you're too high up. I just gotta blast you with bullet. Gun is good when you have to kill from distance and the melee too short. How long has it been since that Half-Life fanfic came out? Full Life Consequences. I remember reading that. Like, It's got to be like an over a decade old at this point. I remember when it first came out, people were just kind of astounded by it, just how bad it was. Right? Not only was it like full of grammar errors, it was just like the dumbest plot. I think it rose to memetic fame thanks to that YouTube video where someone narrated it. Yeah, right. It's like someone narrated it as if it were like a serious fanfic, and gave it like the dramatic music and the animations are like pretty funny. Last Arbalist. Oh, it's like a laser cutter in a sense. In case, let's see what we have here. Increase rocket charge or give myself a damage boost when I use rocket. With my current loadout, I should probably use warning rocket to make my chainsaw even chainsawyer, even if only for 6 seconds. Like right now. One issue with melee, you gotta take your eyes off everyone else, so not end up in dire straits like I am right now. Oh yeah, I forgot. I only have the one ranged weapon, not two. Okay. Wow, somehow survived that one. I have here a flare gun. Let's use that real quick. Oh yeah, you know how that works. Shoots out a flare, does the big blowy uppy thing. Whew, another A rank. Since we're in Area 2, I get 3 wrenches and 3 cells. Maybe I should swap out that chainsaw. Starting to become a bit of a liability. And only a liability because I can't be arsed to pay attention to the rest of the field while I'm using the chainsaw. 12% health isn't as much as you would hope it would be. My current health level, that would be I feel like 44 health, which really isn't that much. That's still like, yeah, one more hit and you're pretty much dead range, so I don't know about that. Assault SMG might be more worth it. No elemental damage though. It'll allow me to swap between the 2 guns I have to kind of just unload bullets like crazy. Although I could just pick up this. Oh wait, no, I can't. I only have 2 cells. Alright, I don't have enough cells. I need 2 more. Yeah, I'll get the assault SMG. Alright, chainsaw, you've done your work. Good job, but I will now leave you to rest. It's time to get some more specialized armaments for this next section up ahead here. These are decently leveled. I think I'll stick with that. Oh, let's pick our upgrade, shall we? Running rocket stack. Oh, weapon auto critical. It's by 25. This is the other thing they borrow from Borderlands, the critical hit. Well, the way they do critical hits anyway, right? It's like certain robots, enemies have sections where if you hit, it's an automatic critical, where, like in Borderlands, where certain enemies, if you land headshots in them, it's an automatic critical. And then they also have a thing called auto critical, which is your standard critical rate, where normal shots have a chance to do critical damage. So that's pretty cool. The fun thing about this transitional theme here is that, unlike the other one, this one is like, you're pretty good to just open the door at any time for that kind of ideal musical drop moment. Right? Like, you could do it at this quiet part, or you could just do it now, or you could do it now. Because, yeah, it starts with like a beat like this, so it works pretty well. Now I see here the other strategy I like to employ, the just fire the gun to empty mag and then swap it out to fire the other gun and then repeat until everything is dead. so make sure you fire your rocket for that burst damage. Say you can never go wrong with more DPS. Oh, go in here. It's nice that the map also marks you, tells you the colors of the area, so lets you know if you're close to a purple area for the platformer challenge, or if you're close to a yellow area, which kind of your level relevant things happen there. I don't know if I can't remember if there's like other colors. So again, the platforming challenge one's a bit substantial. Gotta time my jump through this laser grate here, make sure I don't hit those laser balls on the block there. Ow. Okay, yeah, that could have gone better, but hey, I only got hit once. That's gotta be worth something, right? Since this has elemental, maybe I'll swap out the assault SMG. Served me well for like the 3 like 3 combat encounters I had it, but at least I can still take advantage of my elemental build, my elemental insta-kill ability. This one's particularly fun because it does damage to one enemy, and if there's another enemy close enough, it'll just bounce off to the other enemy. Like any good roguelite action RPGs, some enemies might have immunities to certain effects. So it just means your elements won't do anything to them. Everything else still applies, thankfully, but hopefully your current build wasn't like overly reliant on a particular thing. And this weapon's like real good for circle strafing strategies. See, that robot was about to punch me in the face, but I was like, nope. Talk to the gun. Alright, you also notice slightly more complex enemies. Complex in that some enemies aren't built just to shoot things or punch you in the face, but are meant to buff other enemies, whether it be giving them a shield or making them super cracked until you destroy the robot. Alright, I think we're all clear for the next area. Let's move on here. Yeah, I think that's the buff bot. Ow. I could be handling this fight better. Okay. Alright, what is this purple weapon? I am curious. Junk beam. It's exactly what you think it is. It's a big beam. Deals burn damage. Maybe I'll stick with this. Yeah. Thing about the shock rifle is that it has low damage, so against singular enemies it's not quite as hot. Oh, break area. Hey, remember, don't get too greedy. Mistake can quickly happen. Yeah, I should know that. Hey, look, it's a strictly worse chainsaw than the one I left behind. Why would I ever get that? My loadout. I don't know if I need... What do I have here? 16 cells. I'll just take this upgrade. Slightly boost my damage against flying enemies. That's pretty cool. It's level 7. Maybe I should upgrade my machine gun? Just a little bit. So I happened to be playing another game last night. I went back to Heroes of Hammerwatch and just wanted to play that after a while and take a run down memory lane. It was fun, although I did run into a case where I was at full health. I was like perfectly fine. And I walked into an enemy with a couple really strong ones. They ran up to me before I could defeat them, and then they sneezed on me, and then I died. Granted, I was like playing on New Game like +2, so they were supposed to be harder, but man, it did remind me of how fragile I can be in that game. Also, how much higher the stakes are, because the way resources work in Hammerwatch is that you do get them in a run, but you have to go to a certain location if you want to cash them out and keep them when you die, because if you die, whatever you have currently on you is just straight up lost, so it really does behoove you to kind of figure that out. Oh man, not kill it fast enough. Kind of need that perk that heals scratch damage when they have Fury stacks built up. Crit damage or heavy weapons boost. How we go with heavy weapons here. Make this beam even beamier. Ooh, we're entering combat room too. Are we gonna lay waste to everything in here? Would be laying waste if I could actually like shoot them. Ah, jeez, flamethrower bot. I hate flamethrowers. Well, I like flamethrowers, but not when they're used on me. Here, graviton launcher. Yeah, this is basically an energy-based grenade launcher, but oof. Oh wait. No one gets left behind. By that I mean no one gets left behind for destruction. Ow. Yeah, I should probably take out that turret. It's been a thorn in my side. Okay. They're out there weapon throwing axe. All sorts of future weapons you could wield, and you can also choose to just be a robot assassin. I mean, they do have a robot assassin class, so it's not like it's completely out of place. All right. Calm before the storm. Taking down an enemy has a 3% chance to drop 6 healing cells. If I can survive this encounter, that upgrade will come in handy. The Judge Ball! Judge Ball will decide your fate. You have been deemed unworthy. This boss is thankfully pretty straightforward. There are some others that are a bit more complex. Oop. Beam. Just avoid the beam. Destroy the lackeys that it summons. Oh, shields up, so gotta find some generators to destroy. I think we was able to do. Oh. Gotta run. On your feet. Oh, jeez. Something's locked me. I guess that's another status effect, sort of, holding you in place. A bit more deadly, considering you gotta find the enemy that's locking you down. Thankfully, Judge Ball was no match for me. Another A rank for my A rank pile. We get another cutscene. Like how the boss design is ambiguous enough, because you do face off against multiple bosses. I know each area we've seen only like one boss, but trust me when I say there's like multiple bosses you can face. In any case, Max decides to find another thing, and the robot uses their universal computer to jack into it, get stuff. Look at that. This is Earth of before 2037. Oh boy, it's turning into Mad Max because humans are a monster. Arbitrary officials were like, oh man, we gotta create a solution. So then they created haven cities where everyone's needs were satisfied, and for a while, everything was peaceful. Until suddenly it wasn't, and all the robots rebelled, and you know, body counts rising, everyone's dying, people are dying to know, oh, Guardians, why? My. They used to be such jolly guys. Here we are, Haven City. Of course, like any good video game, gotta pick the most ironic name, cause it's not a haven anymore, it's more like a nightmare death trap zone. Maybe I should probably get my perk real quick. Quadrinity. Every 4th shot increases my next weapon shot damage. Or is that every 4 shots, I should say. Market fan or self-control. Since I'm like using bullets and beams, why don't we go with quadrinity? Oh wow, they do have an honest-to-goodness assault rifle. Deals cryo damage. Also, purple rarity. Oh, I don't have enough cells for that. Alright, never mind. Life jacket. I hate these items with drawbacks. Or spoon damage, but you're gonna take more damage. What do I have in here? Reduces armor, but reduces movement speed. Not a fan of that. Well, it's only 5%. Again, 5% damage reduction. Also, not like I'll need any of these. Just go with the cell. And keep upgrading the machine gun. Alright, without any further ado, let us get in here. Alright, so this level is slightly different from the others. All the others are like corridors with, you know, slightly branching paths. This one is a bit more open-ended. You can see here on the top. Oh, the top's being obscured by the follower gold bar, but on the top there's like 4 bosses there. I need to go seek out and defeat each one, but that will allow me access to the exit. I've defeated one. See, you can see like a green mark sort of visible behind the follower bar. That means I've taken one out. There's 3 more to find. Yeah, like I said, this is a more of an open-ended area, so it is a slightly different feel. What's this weapon? Blast SMG. Huh. Oh, hey. Is this trying to sneak attack on me? Don't like that. Where did my other gun drop to? Oh, here it is. I have to make sure. Yeah, because the gun doesn't have elemental damage. I'm not interested. Thankfully, you can see you know, where the big enemies are. Just follow the red dots. Yeah, I guess this would be the case where perhaps a more cautious approach is better for you. You see here, the shield enemies no longer need to be on top to give the shield benefits. You just have to seek them down within the crowd. See what's back here. I don't think there's anything back here. Yeah, nothing back here. I almost did not see that enemy in front of me. Somehow. Destroy the shield fools first, and then destroy everything else. Ow. What do we have here? Quadrinity shot is always critical. Yeah, sure, why not? Probably synergize well with any other perk that, you know, procs on crit. Whew. Managed to take it out before it could do its thing. Oh, hey there. Go ahead. Ah, got close to the shield giver. Cannot let that fly. Sometimes I wonder what allows the rocket to home and what doesn't. It does feel like sometimes the rocket will gladly seek an enemy, and other times it doesn't. So, yeah, this is a door where we need to defeat every enemy to progress, so I gotta find one more, as my HUD would indicate. Sawdust, nope, not a fan. Here we are. Kind of bad with ballistic weapons. Do sort of prefer the energy weapons because, I don't know, I seem to land more hits with them. I wonder if that's just a testament to my FPS skills, or lack thereof. Ooh. This thing's gonna punch me in the face if I let it. Yeah, that's right. Becomes separated, and oh geez, there's a group over here too. Oh man, did I just like pincer strike myself? Ooh, this ain't good. Alright. Try to minimize. Okay, we're good, we're good. So I defeated every enemy, but this is kind of where the XP rank kind of comes in handy, right? You can just end things here and right here and now, go back to the exit and move on with your day, or you can continue exploring the area, maybe find little side areas like these. Potentially gear yourself up a little bit more, just even if it's just a little bit. Pickups range by 35% might be worth it. Here, Pulse Blaster. Does deal frost damage, or cryo damage. Overall more DPS than, or more damage. Slightly lower fire rate, but I think the damage it deals kind of offsets that, so I think this might be worth picking up. Yeah. Salute you, machine gun. You've been very, very faithful, but I must pick stronger crew now. Yeah, we'll get pickups boost. They'll let me stay a little further away while still being able to pick up the healing orbs, which will come in handy. Swear to God, I don't know why I missed so many of those shots. That is a bow. because FPSs these days aren't complete unless they let you have some sort of bow weapon. Oop. Thing has a shield. I need to find out. Oh, you must be the shield giver. There's no shield giver. Yeah, I need to see if there's like a bestiary for this game. I can call everything by their proper name instead of the nicknames I give them. I have a bad tendency to call things in game what they're normally not called, which, well, which understandably confuses the heck out of anyone who might play with me and might not realize what my lingo is. So I'm trying to curb that at least. Increases freeze rate. Oh, hey, I just happened to pick up a freeze weapon. How nice. It will save my cells for now. The off chance I get an upgrade I want. Okay. Now, according to my HUD on the right, I have S and XP, so I should probably just seek out the exit now. Oh, probably get an upgrade too. Let's reroll that. Hey. Number of shots required to trigger quadrinity to 3. That's basically a slightly boosted increased DPS, so why not? Let's see. That's a yellow area, but enemies, why not? We still have a little bit to go before the time requirement runs out. A little extra XP. It'll result in a level up or not. Okay. But yeah, you see there. It's under construction. It is an early access game, so, you know. Still working on it. Still working on it. They do have a pretty featured game as it stands right now, but I got a little ways to go before I fully complete it. Ooh, I think I'm gonna make it. I think I'm gonna make it. Boom! S rank. So yeah, as you can see on the side there, S rank gets you a pretty substantial bonus in wrenches. So you do have a bit of incentive to try to optimize your run, as it were. Try to run and gun as fast as you can. Don't dawdle too much, because you might not make the cutoff otherwise. Oh, now we're in the corrupted zone, so you know, we've been here 3 or 4 times, so the plot details have been skimmed over, but all that purple stuff you saw in the earlier levels is like all part of this system that's been spreading around. I have to assume that's why the Guardians all went Maverick, as it were. Except for this one that Max managed to reboot. Blast gun. I could get the ugly tie. I just realized. Ugly tie increases damage by 10% against bosses. Also heal myself. What are you selling? Power gloves. It's so bad. Performing a head bonk increases your movement speed by 25%. I usually don't get close enough for head bonks anymore. I don't know if I want that. Maybe I should save my cells for now. Save them for the end. The off chance a future shot might have something for me. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Also, this low-key theme here. A beat that happens to work like the other ones where, you know, it can transition to the other part at any time, like right now. I do like this soundtrack. It's a kind of a funky techno style beat. That stun is really cramping my style. Probably should have shot you first. shot you as well. Two things get my nerves. And something over here, okay. It's all there. The radar showed it, but if you weren't looking at the radar, the thing could easily bamboozle you. Revolver. Another post-apocalyptic weapon staple, the revolver. Always gotta have that old tech in there, right? It's like old reliable. When modern of the time armaments fail, gotta go with the old-fashioned. That laser. Ooh. Yeah, really cramping my style here. There's no dash button, so you gotta really concern yourself with placement. Alright. Oop, there's one more enemy over here. I'll assume it's like, it's a turret. Turret's up here. Hello, hi. That try to hide from me. Nuh-uh, not today. We'll go left. Another open-ended area. Multiple paths for you to tackle. Choose the direction you want to go. Not that it matters, you'll probably hit all of them anyway if you want a good rank. Like how, unlike the other one, where you need to defeat 4 bosses, they kind of spelled it out to you. This one, maybe not so much. You see, like, oh, it's okay, it's hidden by the follower bar, but it's like 2 purple splotches. There's like bosses out there, but you don't know which ones are going to be part of the required bunch until you actually defeat them. This one over here, that... Oh, I guess it blew up. Alright, moving on. Oh, hi there. I almost got bamboozled again. Sheesh. Tommy gun. We have deals burn damage. I just picked up a cryo booster. That said, this one... We'll stick with this one. A little extra burst. Try dig. Oh, there we are. That's the enemy I was missing. Be able to evade my regular sight, but you can't escape my radar. Here. Go with reload speed, movement boost. Ah. This is weird. I usually encounter this kind of platforming challenge in the first area. To see it here is weird. It's pretty simple, right? As long as you time the first jump, you can usually get across the area. Not much issue. Sniper weapon, so I'm just get the cell and get back in there. I thought it could evade destruction, but it was wrong. I mean, it would have blown up anyway had it gotten close, so I was just expediting the process. Get for not dodging the rocket that was right in front of my face. Somehow I lived against that. Ooh. Ah, there you are. Whew. Alright, alright. So far so good. Oh. Fine thought. I thought it was gonna get one. And it reminds me of an old online page I read, and I think it was like by Sean Baby old editor for Electronic Gaming Monthly. I know I'm probably unfamiliar to most people. I do remember one of the online articles he wrote kind of savaged Batman in the old Super Friends cartoon, because like particularly the scene where like the entire Justice League was fighting against a whole legion of robots, and every single person was like killing them, defeating them en masse, right? Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, what have you. They were taking out multiple robots with ease. And here's Batman, just like managed to grapple one robot with his grappling hook, string him up, and he was like super proud of his accomplishment. And of course, Sean Baby was just like taking a massive jab at that. Right? Everyone's just trying to make Batman feel good for doing this one thing, while you know, all his Justice League colleagues were mowing down an entire legion of them left and right. Well, I think the way Sean Baby was, I think they were like all kind of making fun of Batman. It's like, ah ha ha, you suck. You know, that was like you know, 90s aughts humor at the time, just trying to be as rude and crude as possible. I think that kind of dictates a lot of issues we have in the online space these days. Kind of glad, you know, being rude and crude is not quite as encouraged in most spaces. Being smarmy can be fun sometimes, but you know, trying to help people out usually works for the better, for the people and for the person and the community. That's what this weapon is. Another shock rifle. You hear way less damage than the pulse blaster, but the fact that the shot usually arcs tends to make up for it. Huh. Alright. I can manage this one. Ah, oops. Ooh, uh-oh. Okay. Whew, made it. First try. Of course, just because it was the first try doesn't mean I didn't get hit, but we can ignore that detail. Probably using these rails more often. Fast navigation. Oh. Yeah, I think I defeated all the enemies in this area as well, so I could probably just head on to the exit. Oh no, I'm gonna miss the S cutoff. There it is. I don't think I would have made it even if I knew the path to the door. Oh, not that it matters. I forgot. It's a zone 2, so I gotta fight the boss. It says armor by 15%, reduces movement speed by 10. I think I'll pick that up. Alright. Oh, nothing left to do except get in there, face the boss. Battle Royale. So, 100 robots dropping into an island. No, I'm kidding. It's weird seeing like PUBG Battlegrounds. Of course, back then it was called PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. But seeing that come out kind of just like kickstarted genre of game, the Battle Royale. I got quite a few games that kind of had that style of, hey, we're gonna put a lot of players in one map, and all y'all fight each other until we have one team / one person remaining. Oh boy, I don't like the spin attack. Ah, jeez. Okay, we're dropping down. Yeah, the floor breaks apart, and I guess at some point you are forced to go down. I don't know if there's a bottom to this. I have to assume there is. You reach a point where, you know, kind of hit a DPS state, where unless you defeat the boss, you're going to be wiped out in short order. Yeah, I got the cryo proc. This one's a fun boss, like, gotta pay attention to lasers and then move yourself accordingly. Whew! Alright. Boss is defeated. An A rank. Oh, wow, I only got wrenches. Why is that? That's because to be continued. Yeah, again, early access, so according to the roadmap, the 1.0 update, or at least the 2023, next 2023 update will include the final level and the final boss. So yeah, you only get 3 areas for now, but you know, it's a pretty good look at what they got in store for you. In any case, let's go ahead and run back here, see what upgrades I can pick up with my 34 wrenches that I picked up in the run. Get a lottery ticket. Another reroll is always useful. Maybe get affixes here and directly mix things. Ooh, loadout unlocked, engineer. Yeah, because I got a level 4 base. And now I got another tier of upgrades available to me, but only 10 wrenches, so I don't think we'll get too many of these. Said some of these are actually pretty cool. So it's just your starter weapon, or your starter chest contains another weapon to pick from. That's what, or no, I think that's just like, never mind. No, it's not the starting chest. It's the chest you see like beside Max. Or I could go for another corrupted chests are the ones in the purple platforming zones. So I get this upgrade, I can pick between more than just a weapon and a cell. I can pick between more weapons or a cell. I could get one of these. I think maybe I should get power cell generator, because that'll get me some extra currency, which will give me an opportunity to buy more stuff during a run. I do have this new class here, engineer. Some employs a flying drone shooting enemies, dealing 6 damage every 0.3 seconds. Gathering scrap reduces summon buddies' cooldown. A scrap. I guess scrap must be this class's special mechanic. Probably works like scrap in Team Fortress, where killed enemies drop scrap. You gotta run and pick it up, which powers your other stuff. What should I get here? I haven't been finding dropped weapons all that useful. Maybe I should swap this out for another passive. Ooh, I could get the pogo stick. That way I can finally access that one crouch jump area. It is nice that the HUD on the bottom left there lets you know when your crouch jump is ready. That's a nice touch. Oh, when we switch to standard again. Not heroes. I'm not good enough for that. Back on the road again. Just can't wait to be on the road again. My siblings loved to sing that song when they were younger. I'm not quite sure why. It was a song that our school's chorus did have them sing once. I guess we just caught on with them. I guess I'll get Blast Smig. Alright, gotta wait for the right time for the drop. That is right now. Yeah, blow him up, drone. Take him out. Kill him. Kill every last one of them. Oh, wait, no, my drone's still up. I thought that was an enemy real quick for a minute, but it has a blue arrow, so that means it's friendly. Alright, let's see what's in this platforming challenge here. Yeah, this is my favorite one. You just jump across the beams, jump across the narrow path, and then you're pretty good to go. I mean, I can understand that might be trouble, but if you're fairly experienced in FPS, that probably won't be trouble. Man, not having burst damage of the commando is gonna take some getting used to. Real quick, let's see what perks this engineer can do. Drones target enemies hit by scrap blaster with 100% increased damage for 6 seconds. Choose an additional weapon for your drones in addition to their starting weapon. Oh yes, let's see what they have. Critical raid, dealing 12 damage every 4 seconds. Explosive missile dealing 15, or explosive marking projectile every 6. Let me go with scanner. I can benefit from a mark as much as they can. Alright, what other weapons you got here? Let's see what's over here. The blast rifle. Yeah, maybe I'll get this weapon. Yeah, I like that one. And, yeah. Let's see, meant to be less reliant on moving real fast, so maybe that movement penalty won't be so bad. Slightly more damage reduction, always nice. Alright. Power forward. Probably not necessary, but you know, might as well. Get in the way of having the burst damage rocket that lets him go. Oh snap! Just insta kill the tram right away. I gotta concentrate fire on that thing for a little bit. That's fine. Uh oh, I don't think I'm getting this one. Ooh, wow. Barely made it, although it cost me a lot. Did you do it? Yes. What did it cost? Like 50% of my health. It's kind of nuts. Maybe it wasn't worth it after all. Yeah, here. Increases their additional weapons fire rate by 35%, so it fires every 4 seconds. My explosive drone. Increases the starting weapon fire rate by 25%, so I have to assume it's like every 0.4-ish seconds instead of 3. Yeah, why not? The marking projectile just vastly more useful than, you know, the regular guns. Right, not bad. Another A rank. So yeah, unlike easy, the time rating is much more strict. You see here, I get 3.5 minutes, and I was still well below S rank requirement for time, or 5 stars, I should say. That's not S. Wow, kimono. While below 15% health, increases fire rate and damage by 25%. At this point, 15% health will be like 39, and oof, I don't know if I'll be able to enjoy it that much, and the benefits that much. Also, that doesn't really look like a kimono. That more like it's like a karate gi. Then again, it's like only the. It's just the way it looks. Laser saw. Saw that one already. Let's open this chest, see what's inside. The Kramer. That is a flamethrower. Let's see, which one of these do I want to pitch? Probably the Blast Smig. Swap out for this blue weapon. Alright. Let's get on. Wait. Almost got away. It almost got away. Look at that. I was about to do a ground pound, but I killed it in midair. Like, ground pound denied. I defeated everything here, so move on. So far, so good. But we are burning them. I keep forgetting I'm not the commando, so I can't just chuck rockets to do burst damage anymore. Actually, I gotta like use my guns more often. All right, I'm gonna go the yellow route. Wondering where the rail was, and then I found it, thankfully. Yeah, that's right. Look over that way. Pay no attention to the robot blasting you in the face, or blasting you in the butt, I should say. Probably use that ability more often. Looks like I can heal my drones if I already got like 2 of them out. As the ability said, probably. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Secret unlocked, hidden sanctuary. What's in here? What's this? Unlock class. Ranger. Interesting. And the data log. So yeah, you can see there, picked up a data log. 5 wrenches right out the gate. It looks like we can... the chest as well. So I like the weapons I have currently. Maybe I'll just get a cell. Since neither weapons have alt fire either. Alright, and we'll rocket our way back into the game. We'll need to go to the corrupted sector for a platforming challenge. Alright. Easy one. Provided I don't screw it up like I did right there. Ow. Okay, and jump here. Well, alright, we made it. Mortar. Do I want to swap? Very low firing rate. It does have big AoE damage. Yeah, why not? For the sake of the stream. Oh wow. Yeah, nice of it to... Interesting reload animation too. Looks like it was like just dumping cheese balls into the container there, but it's nice of them to provide like a ground reticle so you can see where this is gonna land. So yeah, another very short-range weapon would appear. Yeah, I think once I find another automatic weapon, I'm gonna switch back. Only C-class and XP so far. So still got a good amount of stage to go. Probably pick a... pick an upgrade already. Pair of buddies increases drone's fire rate by 50% for 5 seconds. That's only if I have both drones out, so maybe not that one. Got this one, Pyro Mastery. Wow. These are pretty good. So Pyro spreads, Electro Mastery is just like additional damage, Cryo is just automatic crits. With Pyro, since I got the flamethrower right now. Guess that means I should just pick burn focused weapons from here on out as well. I already went this way. Oh yeah, no, that's back to the start. I don't know why I got looped around this area so easily. Okay, I've been to those two places. Okay, I think this is progression here. Yep, okay. Thankfully, just to find the blackened part of the map, and that's where you need to go next. Oh, I've heard that advice before. It's still good advice to follow. Don't want a cryo launcher. Not anymore, sadly. Motor mag. Oh man. That actually reminds me of an old TV show I used to watch on Saturday morning. I think it was called like Motorsport or something like that, but it was basically just like a whole show dedicated to cars and just talking about cars and, you know, how cool cars are and the kinds of things they do. I think I'll just take a cell. We'll wait to power things up. Off chance I find a good expensive upgrade. This mortar must have a pretty generous auto aim because I find myself landing my shots a lot. I think as long as you're like pointing in the general direction of an enemy, the mortar will hit an enemy. is starting to give me like Metal Hellsinger vibes when you get the Ghost Round sigil. And, you know, get it upgraded enough, you can just like really swap between the two weapons you have while firing off the free ammo you get. It's a fun feeling. Okay, you look ready, buddy. That's good to know. I want to swap out this mortar for an easier to use rocket launcher. I like how it's superior rarity, but it has slightly lower stats. That said, again, easier to use. Also, I like how it has a hit scan property, so projectiles instantly hit. Yeah, I'll pick it up. Look at that. Boom. Right, you don't need any rockets traveling. This rocket just instantly smacks right into the target. It's nice. Yeah, like I said, different bosses. Hey, Molecular Shadow Fox. Now here we're fighting Mr. Mosquito. Or I should say El Mosquito. Thankfully, pretty straightforward boss. Nothing too hard about it. How's it going? It's going pretty well. Enjoying a nice relaxing start of the week here. How are you? Okay, I almost got it. Boom! Alright. Upgrade real quick. Ah, yes, definitely get vaporized. Instantly execute enemies with less than 8% health remaining. Ooh, wow! Managed to pull off an S rank. Alright. Yeah. Pretty good, thanks. Just got done helping my car club finish the Forza playlist. Ooh, nice. Also, good on you for helping your club out. Reminds me back in the days of Forza Horizon 3 when my friends and I would get together to kind of just accomplish the tasks they had. Of course, back then, Forza-thon tasks are like much easier to do. It was just like 4 of them, and I was like, yeah, do this one thing and we'll give you the reward straight out. Not that 5s is bad. They do give you rewards for every task you do, but there's a lot of tasks to do. This makes the championships trials that bit easier. Yes, indeed, very much so. Yeah, I remember when was it one of those old Forza-thon playlists had like the championships with 5 races in them. That was like the ones where I gladly dropped into multiplayer for, because I was like, yeah, multiplayer rules a little different, right? You manage to, it turns into a best of match, so. Right, so instead of having to do 5 races in the sort of a Grand Prix point style, instead it's just best of 5. So you managed to get like the first 3 done, you're done right there. You don't have to go through all 5 races, it's just 3 of them. So yeah, I get that. I get that style. Dual guns. Of a good dual wield, but I think I like my rocket launcher right now. Here, pick up scattering range by 35%. Yes, please. I have a couple cells. I could probably afford to upgrade my Kramer a little bit. 5 races can get a bit grueling when they're technical. Yes, absolutely. Especially when they're like, some of them are like circuit races as well. So those are just longer. They're just longer than sprint races. So. Yeah, definitely a lot to concentrate on. Of course, the disadvantage to having a multiplayer team is that you are beholden to them. But I assume that's why you did it with the car club, because that's a good, reliable set of folks. Uh-oh, that's the bonus rail. Gotta get in there, burn it up. Okay, I can concentrate on everyone else. So I get rocked for that. But it was worth it in the end, I assure you. I swear it was. Okay, what is that sound? Oh, it's you. Okay. Whew. Okay, I almost got it. late last year, they decided to have a Goliath as part of a championship. Yeah, I remember that. That was like that was the same time when they had the 5 race playlist. Cause yeah, the marathon races, they had just a 1 race championship, which was fine on its. Oh, I guess. Well, no, it wasn't fine, of course, because those races are extra long. Thankfully, 1, but yeah, I guess they made it up for having 5, but yeah. Yeah, after dealing with like the extra long championship, you don't want to do another 5 on top of that. So yeah, it was like the one time where I just jumped into multiplayer for 5 race championships and hoped that I got matched with a good team. Oh, there's 2 more enemies over here, so haha. Little hidden enemies. Thought you could hide, could you? Can't hide from the flamethrower. I think this flamethrower is starting to become a liability. Just I am low on health. Hidden enemy. Not too bad if you have yourself a good car setup. Yeah. This is long, is what it is. You know, even if you got a good car, you're still looking at like 10 minutes for a race. Ouch. Blast gun. I'm just taking cells. Alright, I'm thinking I should swap out this flamethrower for another weapon, or another automatic weapon when the opportunity arises. Oh, wait, there's one back here apparently. Oh, we give that one throw blast in, take its XP. I get the feeling this run isn't going to last much longer anyway. Ah, there it is. Boom. I think it's because I wasn't paying attention to the rest of the crowd off to my side there. Could this be yet another soundtrack to listen? I'm getting Dance with the Dead vibes from this. Yeah, it's kind of a funky... It's a pretty funky soundtrack, all things considered. I think you can buy it on Steam, too, so, yeah. Or as always, check it out on YouTube if they have it there. The thing I've noticed, maybe not recently, but it is a nice touch where, you know, composers will put up their video game music for your listening pleasure on YouTube. It does let you get a sampling of the music before you can decide to play it up, or, you know, make a playlist from there, or whatever you choose to do. I should go with, like, Second Wind. Or actually, maybe I should go with Beefcake. So I can get even more health when I level up. And that's the only one I can get. Oh. Engineer is a pretty interesting class. We do one more run. I did unlock another class. I do want to check it out. Let's see. Ranger. Wait, no, that's not the class. No, that is the class, I guess. Turns invisible, increases movement speed by 15% for 4 seconds, and refills all focus points and javelin charges. Deploys a decoy lasting 5, attacking break stealth. Like... wow. Absolutely a class you do not want to get hurt with. Also weird they have a stealth focus class. I think kind of there to get the drop on the big enemy, damage it down pretty quick, and then just mop up the leftovers. Let's see how that goes. I wanna swap this out for safety helmet. Get a little damage reduction in there. Whoops, I think I forgot to actually switch. Okay, there we go. Select. Yeah, stealth mode. Yep, there's my decoy. Let me check the controls real quick. I have to see what what button I have to press for the secondary ability. The in-game visuals are very Borderlands. Yeah, they are. It does feel like this game took quite a lot of inspiration from Borderlands. Like there are a couple of abilities in here that seem to call back to Borderlands abilities as well. Yeah, I kind of liked it. That sort of cell shaded sort of stylistic look to it. Here we go. Secondary ability. Oh, I can press V or I can press the side mouse button. Ah, just like that. Okay, cool. I do like they have side mouse button mapped by default. It's pretty cool. Alright. Stealth classes aren't my forte, but I'm gonna try it out anyway. Let's see how this goes. What could possibly go wrong? This looks dangerous. Yeah. Telling me. Let's see, since I'm a stealth class, why not? Why not get the missile Gatling gun? It's a very stealthy weapon, right? Alright. Gotta wait for the right moment. I was a little off, but that's okay. Hey, look at that. I activated stealth and then broke stealth right away. Like I said, I'm a master at this stuff. Oh, up there, up here. Whew, alright. I want to say the backstory is even, the setting even is like Borderlands-esque, because this is like the future, and humanity is now surviving in the deserts. It's like Borderlands 1, where you're on exploring like mostly desert regions in Pandora. Thankfully, the game avoids like a Mad Max look, because the one human character you're with is dressed comparatively normal. Normally there's like a platforming challenge, but there's like absolutely no challenge here unless you consider dropping down a challenge. And again, you don't take fall damage, and oh my god, wow. Fantastic rarity weapon. I think this is the first time I've run into an orange weapon. Alright. More stealth conductive than the missile Gatling, that much is certain. Also, grind on rails, because why not? Alright, we're just gonna bamboozle him for a little bit. Boom! How you like that? Alright, real quick, let's see what perks we can get. Javelin marks and triggers a mark explosion. Ooh, might be useful. Javelin hits generate one true shot charge. Using stealth generates all charges. Next weapon shot, you can choose a charge, deals 7 base damage. Ooh, wow. An ability that prefers sniper rifles, or, you know, huge damage weapons. Always appreciate a mini-map with enemies highlighted. Yeah. Especially in the second area, when they start trying to hide those enemies in the ground, and you can't rely on your eyesight completely to see them, so it's like, gotta look on the mini maps. It's like, oh, see if there's any red dots remaining, and then wipe them all out. Let's go with sonar throw. Alright, brief reprieve from the action. Ooh, burn damage. Well, I do have this burn weapon here. Why don't we pick this up? Ah, and dual Uzis as well. Maybe we'll swap out this missile Gatling for that. And, you picked up a weapon. I need a pickle jar. Let's get a cell. Let's go this way. Alright, which one of these fools should I take out? You! Alright, move on. See, me good stealth. I activate stealth and then fire immediately to break stealth. That's how stealth work, right? Let me throw a javelin. There we go. There, that'll be my use of stealth. To stealth and then chuck a javelin at the rail enemies and get all their big reward. Oh, okay, I took out everything here. Haha, got you, bamboozled. As Mirage would say, you've just been bamboozled. Dang, I missed. I should probably just be throwing those javelins more often regularly as well. I don't need to wait until I'm stealth to chuck them. Let's see what's in upgrades here. I can increase my sonar throw explosion radius. That might be useful because I get to mark more enemies. Alright, A rank. I'm okay with this. So slick how you spin those Uzis. Yeah! I always like a good stylish reload animation. It reminds me of those certain guns they have where the reload animation is where they like grab a mag and use that mag to push the current mag out of the gun and then stick the other mag in. I always found that funny. Especially if you have like a reload speed increased perk, you get to see that mag fall faster. Here, another grenade launcher. No. Reloading rerolls your current weapon affixes. Wow, that's a chaos mod right there. Up here, stun rate by 10%. I don't have anything that stuns at the moment, so let's take a cell. Full my health. Pretty sure you got the hang of it now, buddy. Yeah. Thanks, Max. Yeah, he's here, Max. I'm totally not dressed Mad Max style. Now, definitely future-esque, because got that Robo Gauntlet, a slightly futuristic-looking jacket. Everything else is comparatively adventure-esque, though. Definitely could see it as contemporary. Aha, gotcha. Ooh, but they got me. Somewhere around here somewhere. Ah, there you are. Somewhere in the smoke. Lost in the smoke, but I can flush you out all the same. Oh, this one's fun. So gotta find the shield generator here, take out the shields so you can take out the rest of the crowd. Man, just raining death on my enemies. This fire gun's kind of nuts, I tell you. Oh wait, where's the shield generator? There you are. Always hiding in the corner. Yeah, I shouldn't have been running towards it. Always circle strafe. ABC, always be circle strafing. You know, unless there's an attack that heavily discourages you from doing so, then don't circle strafe. Are those projectiles like homing in on the enemy? Okay, this one should be easy. Boom! Wow, I actually nailed it. No hits at all. Bubble splasher. Strafing was a godsend when my mom and I would play Quake 3 Arena 1v1. Ah, I bet. Play it on a console or you play it on the PC? I know they made a console version of Quake 3 Arena. It was perfectly serviceable, but you know, a bit unwieldy for the controllers they had at the time. Definitely the kind of game that were meant for. Was on Dreamcast. Ah, I see. Yeah. Oh boy, man, I remember the control scheme they had, right? Because yeah, old school controllers didn't have a second joystick. At least the Dreamcast ones didn't. So they had to, you know, map movement to the A, B, X, Y buttons while your other joystick did the aim and stuff, and then you had your primary fire, secondary fire, and I forgot how you jumped. Or no, it was Quake 3, so maybe jump was like one trigger and the other trigger was shoot your weapon. Took some getting used to because the Dreamcast controller wasn't the most ergonomic. Yeah, there was that too. Yeah, I remember that. Whew, yeah. That was interesting solution they found for it. I definitely applaud them for finding a solution. At least I'll give them that. Yeah, just take the power cell. And move on. Okay. This way. Yeah, I remember playing Unreal Tournament on the Dreamcast, and yeah, that was definitely something. Trying to play split screen was something, because as you can imagine, performance took a pretty big hit when you gotta render like 4 perspectives on one slightly underpowered system. But you know what? It was the way we could play Unreal Tournament, so we managed. We just had to. More like a cross between a stealth bomber and an Atari Jaguar controller. Biggest issue was how the cable was ported at the bottom instead of the top. Yeah, that was the big issue with it. Oof. Made sitting down with it weird. Cause yeah, the wire would really like have to go out in a weird way, or you like stick it between your legs or something, or it would you'd just be aware of it. You know, unlike with the other, just about every other controller, which had the wire on the top, the cable on the top. Swap out my dual Uzis for a LMG. Increased damage per shot, but has half the firing rate. Longer range, though. It'd actually be worth picking up, especially since ice cream is not useful with what I have currently. Yeah, I took it. shock damage. Not interested. You know, here. Let's take a short break, shall we? The next one's a big one. Also, I like how the music has changed to a more passive theme because we're kind of in a break area right now. So it's like the music's just like now in the anticipation mode. It's like the calm mode. It's like, all right, this is a brief reprieve. Take a break, recalibrate yourself, perhaps make any adjustments to your loadout, pick up whatever things you need before you get back out there. And once you do get out there, music picks right back up. There's one more enemy over here. Ooh, it's one of those speedy stealth types. Ah, got me. It's got that ticking clock vibe. Yeah. It does feel like there's an underlying melody with a clock in there. Koi shoots enemies, dealing 8 damage every 0.2 seconds. Exiting stealth deploys another decoy at your position. Oh! Executes enemies with less than 10% health remaining, bosses with less than 5% health remaining. Oh man. I'm gonna have to take this one. Anything with an insta-kill threshold, I just gotta pick it up. This means a lot less damage I have to deal to actually take them out. Pretty close to wiping everyone out. Two more. Alright, moving on. How you were always thankful when you heard the save room theme in Resident Evil. Yeah. Play a game long enough and, you know, certain music starts to sound like comfort. So know you've hit a safe spot. Oh man, should have sidestepped that. I don't know why I kept walking into it. Oh, at least I got that one. Right, special room here, thankfully, just opened automatically. It's a pretty useful one. It's a free chest that gets you a weapon. You can choose to pick it up or not at your leisure. Here, it's just a free upgrade. Pick a new thing right away. Oh, basically the shutdown execution threshold with Javelin by 15% on enemies and 3% on bosses. Wow. It does slightly change the function of Javelin a little bit. You can use it as a finisher if you get an enemy close enough to defeat. But I think I want to go for a prime target instead. Mark 15% damage against marked enemies. I like that one. Here, under construction, because early access, I have to assume. Get built out as updates go by. For now, we will just run back. This level, mercifully, doesn't have like any circular elements to it. It's side paths like the other ones, so you're not gonna get bamboozled trying to navigate your way through here. Alright, can't stop, just go! Oh, I forgot. Second area, so it's a boss area. Got the hang of it now, buddy. Yeah, I hope so. Laser saw. I like what I have currently. Boss time, and oh, okay. El Mosquito again. Alright. I have to think that El Mosquito has to be like a Mr. Mosquito reference. That just might be me, though. It probably most likely isn't, considering Mr. Mosquito is like a pretty obscure game, all things considered. Oh, shockwave. This boss is like super manageable. And again, I guess being an Area 1 boss helps. Nice touch with the comic book style with the rat-a-tat-tat when you fire. Oh yeah, yeah, I like the... everything kind of comes together in a cohesive manner visually. Right, you got the rat-a-tat sort of sound effects, and then you have the cel-shaded style. Then you get these comic book style panels. When you do your area transitions, it all works together pretty well. They managed to make a pretty good synergistic style with all their little touches they have. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can also make the bus jump. Like the RV jump, just like press spacebar and it just leaps into the air. You don't get anything from it, it just is funny. Oh, your first hit has against a common enemy has a 10% chance to instantly execute it. That actually come in handy. Hey, that up. Let's see, revolver, don't need that one power cell that you can do it this time around. Sadly, that is just flavor text. You can't actually make a bet. See, I tend to do weapon swaps, so that's not useful for me. Let's get a cell. What upgrade do you have over here? 8 seconds, deal 70 damage to an enemy within 11 meters. Yeah, sure, why not? What's more damage? It's free damage! Ooh. We should upgrade this weapon here. Just boost this damage. Alright. Now this particular kind of theme here has a transition I like to do. Just gotta wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now. Yeah. Like a good timed musical moment. I'm a sucker for music that changes depending on the situation. Variable mixes. Something that kind of reflects the mood of the situation. Yeah, this one man just pulled off pretty well. You get the calm in between the hub themes and then your intense battle themes when you're out in the level itself. So you also get the other musical themes that play, you know, that changes during fights. Like maybe it gets more dramatic if a fight's at a critical point or something like that. It's their fault my music collection is overflowing with game soundtracks, lol. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying a lot of this stuff. Because I am as well. I do enjoy a good game music. gotta pay attention a little bit more. Yeah, I like how the dynamic themes in Killer Instinct. Oh yeah, Killer Instinct. That's the one I do like. Right, you got the kind of pre-fight theme, you got the in-battle theme, you got the in-battle theme when something cool happens, and then you got the like near KO theme when someone's low on health. They know what kind of musical themes to play when depending on the mood. Always like that. Mick Gordon does musical moments very well. Alright. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got everyone. The way the super combos are done to the beat. Oh yeah. The ultras. That's my favorite part. It's like even better when you get like a character and the stage stat fits them. Like when you do Jagos on the Tiger Temple stage. Oh boy. Oh my god, if I fall in this bonus area. Ah, good. Of course, I'm not looking too good for the rest of the run here. Woo! I'll play much more conservatively now. Alright, it's time to start playing this like Gears of Wars. Just peek out, blast things, get back in. Peek out, get back in. Don't worry about anything else. Although I am missing out on all that sweet healing cells, but it's just a risk. Ow! I think I got struck from behind. That's what happened. Oh, that one rammer robot hit me from behind. Ah well. I have really poor situational awareness. If the thing isn't in front of me, then I don't treat it as it exists. I'm like a toddler in that case. If I don't see it, then it's out of mind. But of course, that's not how it works in game. Guess we'll get power cell generator. Currency. Alright. Well, I think that'll do it for tonight. That's been a fairly extensive look at Roboquest. Pretty cool roguelite future robot FPS with a very wide variety of weapons, a good variety of customization you can do with your characters and abilities you can play. Encourages aggression in a way that I can dig. Until you reach a certain point, that after that it's kind of like a pick and move. I'm sure someone who's better at the game can maintain that aggression a lot better than I can. Just certain, but yeah, I think that'll do it for this stream. Nice game, I like it. Thanks, that's cool. Well, I'm glad you're into it. Yeah, it's an early access, so sure there will be more things to come down the line. I'm sure after a couple more updates, I'll probably take another look at this. But yeah, for now, that will do it for this stream. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow for more Ridge Racer Unbounded. We're gonna go back to Shatter Bay and try to conquer more of it. Try to dominate more of it, as the game would put it. Alright. Let's see if perhaps have a good one. Yeah, you have a good one too, but I will go see if I can find someone to raid now. Ooh, I see someone playing Fix American Nightmare. It's a game I haven't heard of. Wow. Go ahead and Alright, have a good night.